The last 3 years here on YouTube they've been quite an adventure. And my time in this space and creating and teaching and perfecting my set, it's been a journey, and it's been a journey that I have genuinely enjoyed every bit of it. But today, this is my last video here in this space, by the way. My last video in this apartment. What's going on, guys? Yo, sorry about the bleak intro, but I want to use this video as a moment of reflection because this is the end of an era for me. I've spent the last 3 years here in this apartment, actually longer than that, but doing YouTube, going through highs, going through lows, and I spent all my time in these rooms, in multiple rooms in this apartment, creating sets, trying to make videos, and all of that is coming to an end. Not the YouTube part of it, but I'm leaving this room, this apartment, this city. I'm actually moving and a lot of things are changing. So this is the last video that you will see with this backdrop. And I have grown to really love this backdrop. I've spent so much time and money trying to get it just right, trying to get the process down to where I can bring you videos consistently. And it feels weird having to throw all that progress away and start over, but it's genuinely exciting because I don't know what the future looks like. I don't know what my future set looks like. I do know what my future content will look like. It'll be more of what I brought you. It'll be more, inspirational and educational things, but it's definitely exciting not really knowing it. It's going to be fun. And so this video doesn't really have a script. I just want to reflect a little bit. I just want to talk to you about the journey that we've had, some things that I've learned. And if you are looking to start your own journey like this, maybe this is the video for you. But let's go back to the beginning. When I started this channel, I wanted to educate people as much as possible in the least amount of time possible. I didn't want any fluff. I didn't want, the super long form content that gave you a little bit of information and wasted your time. I wanted this channel to add value. And as I grew and as I did more and more things, I realized that I knew I wanted to add value in the camera space. And I wanted to be somebody who could be looked up on as reliable, unbiased, and there was a lot of fun times that I had just creating content. But I slowly got into camera rigs. When I started the channel, I had the A7 III. And one of the first things I did was buy the Blackmagic Pocket 6K. Oh, great time in my life. It was very transformative for me personally, for the channel. I was able to get into the Blackmagic community. People loved the work that I did and the knowledge that I offered. And I got my first taste of what it felt like to be on the YouTube platform. Now I still have a very small community, and I hope that statement ages poorly looking back on this next year. But I love the growth, and I love being able to reach out to new people and touch new people's lives in a very educational format. So from the Blackmagic, I was able to grow, do more and more things. And in that time period is when I started really doing video production seriously. That was the reason for buying the Blackmagic. And man, was it quite the transformative year. That year was the first year I was able to do 6 figures in my business. That was something that I had, dreamed of. I had recently come down from a business high to where I didn't really want to do any work because it was so much work for so little pay, and I felt discouraged. But this camera, the Blackmagic, inherently became a part of my life to where I was able to do so much more. And through that, I was able to grow my channel. I was able to grow as a person, grow as a filmmaker, and help teach you guys. After the Blackmagic, what I would consider to be year 2, I started diving in to the Sony space again. Originally, when I started doing stuff in the camera space, I was filming on Sony, but it was a photo camera and a video camera, and it was kind of like a hybrid. It was a half measure. The Blackmagic helped me, push that even further into video. And then I went with the Sony a7S III. That camera was great. It was a very short-lived time in this channel's life because I immediately went out and upgraded to the Sony FX3. I wanted the FX6. I never actually got my hands on the FX6 because of the insanely delayed times, but growing as a filmmaker meant trying out new cameras and figuring out which one best fit my needs. And that was something I had to realize. I realized that this has always been my hobby. Like, it is my business and I do love it, but I get so much joy out of being able to try these new cameras and do different things, try new lenses, just so much joy, and it's so much fun. And I'm trying my best to share that content with you. That's why I've become incredibly indecisive when it comes to cameras. I just go with what works and whatever I need to fit the job that I have, whether that be Sony, Blackmagic, DJI, or even Canon sometimes. I do consider a ton of things, but the important things is growing. No matter what, if you take anything away from this video, never stop your growth. Always be hungry to learn, always be hungry to help. Keep growing as an individual and keep growing as a filmmaker, because that's what I want to do. So as I say goodbye to this space, I am definitely saying hello to a new chapter in my life. It is something that is unfamiliar. It is something that is new. It is challenging, and that is the fun part about it. Where I'm at currently is I use the FX3 for all of my productions, my video productions. Recently, I've been tagging in the Blackmagic a bit more, and I've been finding a little bit more passion for filmmaking throughout the way. And I finally feel like I'm over my burnout. You know, that was a big thing that I struggled with throughout the life of this channel. There was a lot of inconsistencies because when I started the journey, you know, I wanted to be unbiased and I wanted to make the content that I wanted to make. While I've never compromised on being unbiased, I have compromised on what I gave my time to. And when that happened, that's when I didn't want to make content for the channel, because I was being told or I was being asked to make certain videos when truthfully, I want to make the content that I want to make. And what's happened and what I've learned and what you may learn as you do YouTube or you do filmmaking is the reward for doing what I wanted to do was so much higher than doing what I was told to do or what I may be potentially getting paid to do. Doing what I wanted to do just worked. And the best thing about that is the videos that I've created from the content that I've wanted to create are always the videos that do the absolute best on this channel. And it's just a little bit of, you know, confirmation bias for me, because it lets me know to continue doing the things that I set out to do on this channel. So as I look back, and I know the journey is literally just beginning, even though it's been 3 years already, looking at it, I wouldn't change a thing. I have learned so much, and I am so grateful to each and every one of you. And man, I am, as of this recording, about 250 subscribers away from 20,000 people. And that's kind of crazy when I think about it. Now, I started off and I had 300 subs when I started doing this channel any remotely seriously. And growing is hard, but the reward for that growth has been so great. I've learned so much. I've learned so much about myself. I've learned a lot about the journey as a filmmaker, and I'm hoping that I can continue bringing you guys value so that you don't have to go through all the struggles, all the downsides, all the trials and tribulations that I've went through. I hope to continue to always teaching and giving you guys shortcuts in life that help you become a better filmmaker and a better person. So as I say goodbye to this, awesome space that I love, I will not be saying goodbye to this channel anytime soon. The content is going to only get better. And, I hope to produce more and more and more. And we'll see where it goes. But with that all being said, that's all I have for you today, guys. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you loved it, consider subscribing, because I'm bringing you more content just like this every week. So you guys stay safe, you're loved, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.